Hello, this is my presentation is about current challenges in research integrity because there are some changes recently about research integrity, and also there is a response of the publishing world. So this should be known by academics especially, and also postgraduate students. So I will be presenting these recent issues about research integrity. I have to say a few words about my credentials before starting. I am teaching academic research methods in my department. I was the coordinator of master's and PhD programs for a while, and I was the coordinator of the Turnitin program as well. And I am a member of EMU Research and Publication Ethics Board, and I am the most important is this one. I am the one of the editors of Open House International, which is an Emerald journal, and I'm getting updated by Emerald Publishing Company about the new research integrity problems. So I want to share this with everybody. This presentation outlines in very short the old and well-known problems of research integrity, so everybody can place themselves with the changes. Then I will start presenting some new research integrity problems and responses of the publishing companies to this problem. Now, if we start talking about the old integrity problems, you know, the plagiarism issues, and we are, as academics, we are expected not to use others' words without putting quotations and reference. And also, we don't use others' ideas or statements, anything developed by them without referring to them. So these are the very well-known issues of research integrity. And there are some computer programs to somehow find out the similarity between a text and also the pool of other publications. So these are Turnitin or Identicate, and they search for similarity. In our university, maximum 20% similarity is allowable. But also with one source, we can have maximum 1% similarity. But there are also, of course, sometimes people are putting white dots between the words so that this program cannot catch the similarity. But these are all known things now, so you should be informed about this as well. Now, this is not that old, but still there's a growing issue about giving reference to illustrations, and it is necessary to give reference to illustrations, certainly. It was not like that, I think, 10 years ago. And now many publication companies also ask for permission letters from the owners of these illustrations. So you should also be aware of this issue. And it is possible to search for similarity of illustrations as well. Now, again, a very old issue here. Who are the authors? And the people who are really physically active in research and also preparation of the manuscript can be the authors only. And if you ask who is the first author, the one who gave the most effort to the work should be the first author, no matter the degree, academic degree of others. So that's also a very important research integrity issue. Bylaws and regulations of many universities address research integrity. And I may list a few things, but I think all academics should know these bylaws and they should read these bylaws and follow up as well. For example, preparing false research, duplication of publication, dividing one research into unnecessary pieces to have more publications about it, not informing about funding or other types of supports, ghost authorship, changing results of research, translation from another language to republish a work. These are all important problems usually mentioned in universities' bylaws and regulations. Yeah, now we can start talking about some new problems which are growing, and I think everybody is aware of. There are interesting things going on about research integrity nowadays. And of course, the publishing world is in a kind of alarm about these issues because they don't want to lose their reliability. For example, in a seminar that I attended, the Emerald presenter told that they don't want anybody to get any harm because of a kind of false publication about medicine. So these things can be very seriously affecting everybody. So now I will start talking about relatively new things. We all know that there are some predatory journals. So, and it's not very easy to identify them, but it is told by everybody. It is generally known by academics. But how we can identify them? First of all, I must say that it's not only the money which uh, helps to identify them. They might ask money, but open access journals of very reliable publishing companies also ask for money. So money is not, you cannot sure if somebody asks money for publication. If it is not open access, then you might be careful about it. The most important problem is about having the publication guaranteed. If evaluation process of the manuscript is a kind of false process, then this is very much alarming issue. But you might not know this. The owners of the journal might know this. So I suggest to be careful about the presence of these predatory journals. So it's not very easy to identify them. The publishing world is also aware of presence of false citations. People are somehow getting organized to cite each other to increase their citations. You know, the citations show that a research is very useful for others. But if it is or if it is done by such way of organization between people, this is a huge problem as well. So now the publishing world is um, checking these citations, the patterns of citations, citation groups, and also who is citing who. If you have two articles citing each other, somehow you may search for the keywords of these articles, and with the help of the keywords, you can somehow find out if that is a reasonable citation or not. Or you can also give a kind of alarm to the publishing company to search for it by editors or by other academics. So it is possible to have a kind of computer control of these type of issues. Now, one of the most important things is about paper mill production. Sometimes a group of people get organized and they form some course-like programs, and they announce, especially for the young academics, I believe, that they will have quite a few publications with awards very soon, within a short time. So if people attend to those courses, they are helped by some academics. They should prepare very short articles, and they give very few references, 2 or 3 references. And you can also see in that article that there is an award given to that article. So I have seen these type of papers. And the issue is that these paper mill production can be done in any journal, and anybody, let's say if somebody is working on sports, they can publish in a journal in architecture, and they search for the effect of sports halls, certain characteristics on the physical health of some sportsmen, for example. And these are not reliable articles, of course. So that within a short time, these people produce 3 articles. They are rewritten by some academics, and the publication is guaranteed because these organizations are somehow in an agreement with a kind of predatory journal usually, and they publish usually special issues. So these are also followed up by important publishing companies, because they found out the general characteristics of these type of publications, and they know that the email addresses of the authors are false email addresses. There is quite a lot of strange characteristics of this paper mill production. So you should also be very much aware of these type of things, and you should not be involved in these type of things, and this might give harm to you as well. I will come to that issue later, how this can give harm to you. Now, publishers are becoming organized. The big publishers of the world are using the same computer program, and they are sharing the same base so that they can share information about research integrity problems of some people. So since the submission programs detect many of these problems, then if the program also shows this in all publishers' submission programs, this means that when you submit an article to a journal, and if you had a research integrity problem in the past and it was detected by the submission program, it is seen by all publishing companies, and the editors see a kind of red flag beside your name, so that they will not they will reject your article without even checking what you have done. So the program also generates alerts. For example, if you make submission to more than 1 journals, or if there is duplication of your publication, the program generates alerts. The program generates alerts if the editor is in the same vicinity with the reviewers, if he or she is in the same vicinity with the authors, and also if the authors are in the same vicinity with reviewers in the same university, for example, or if they have used the same computer. Again, the programs generate alerts. So you should be very careful about, I suggest not to do anything, of course, these type of things. Now, journals, if you are following up what's going on, journals stopped asking authors to suggest reviewers, because there are problems going on about this issue. People were somehow generating false email addresses with the names of important academics, and they were suggesting them as reviewers, but the emails sent to those reviewers were being sent to themselves. So this is now known, and determining reviewers is very important, of course, and we don't let authors to involve with these type of things anymore. And actually, I must say that the most reliable way of searching all of these type of things is to read the article, because these type of articles are usually weak, and you can understand that they are short with very few references. There can be very strange things in them. And the reviewers working in the same area will certainly find out if there is any repetition. So that is not suggested as well. Now, use of AI created a lot of discussions within the academic world. But it can also be very useful. Of course, I am also using it for proofreading and also for checking some, let's say, literature for me. I am also using it for several reasons, and it is suggested to use it in reliable ways. But however you use it, you should declare how it is used. The problem starts if you ask AI to create a manuscript for you, an original manuscript for you, and without you involved in that research. And if you ask for it to check for the data, interpret the data result, the analysis results, then these type of things should be declared somehow in your article. But you must know that if you ask AI to generate a manuscript for you, you should know that it cannot generate an original manuscript for you, because it is totally based on given databases and given pool of literature. It cannot produce a good level of critical evaluation, and it can produce some absurd texts. It also produces some false references. So you should know that the editors and the publishing world are also aware of these characteristics, and they are warning their editors about these problems, so that we check whenever an article comes in front of us, we check these issues. And it's not possible to ask AI to review a manuscript because it gives inadequate feedback. Now, publishing world can identify AI-produced manuscripts through warnings generated by computer programs and editors and reviewers' evaluations. There is a program prepared for this purpose. It's not fully reliable at the moment, but the publishers say that it will be reliable very soon. But with the help of editors and reviewers, and with the warnings of these programs, which are running together in collaboration with AI and Turnitin-like programs, it can be caught at the moment as well. So AI production can be checked through absurdity, false references, as I told before, and use of mixed English, and American English can be a sign of AI production. Of course, this can also be a problem for Middle Eastern academics like me. I also have this problem. But you may ask AI to check English, American English, mixed use, and turn it into one of them. That's another issue. But if it produces a manuscript for you, it usually uses mixed English. There is a continuity problem in the text. because between the paragraphs there may be continuity problems. There is repetition of content because since AI is searching the literature and catching the related issues, if something is written in another way in another article, it repeats it elsewhere, and same content might be repeated in the manuscript. So these are all signs of AI production. Thank you for your attention.